do a video. Can you come try with me? This is our first proper day from our isolation working from home. I don't know if I'm actually working much, especially with this one and the other little one that's behind us just down here. We're going to do a diary entry every day just to kind of give everyone an idea of what we're going through at Northreach. The challenge is real. The challenge is real. I used to work from home anyway, so when Ben and I started Northreach, we worked from this room, just us two, but we didn't have these guys at that time. It was just a star in the sky still, weren't you?
Yeah.
Still a star in the sky.
When I was born like this, Bournemouth was in the sky and there was no bed upstairs and my bedroom was even not down the stairs.
That's right, it was upstairs, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely think yesterday was a very strange day, shut in the office and going from an environment where it's quite buzzing and you kind of bounce off each other quite naturally when you're working to pretty much being on your own. We'll see how we get on, won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not all it's cracked up to be honest with you. I prefer being around people. It's something that we should all be considering. There's no need to be outside unless you absolutely have to be. Bigger things at play, there's a greater good that we've got to think about, you know, whether it's weeks or months or whatever it is. Things will go back to normal, regardless of how you feel about it. We do it, we help out our neighbours, and we get through it and we see each other on the other side.
So this is the second day working from home. Still a bit weird, still adjusting, but I think the daily routine is getting better. But most importantly, I've got news. These coasters have been finally delivered to us today. We've been waiting for those since like end of January or something. Actually, I had to go to the office today to prepare a package to one of our candidates. She's starting her new job on Monday. But because, as we all know, most of the businesses across UK are shutting down, including hers. So her first day at her new job will be at her home, which is weird. But I just hope the package will be delivered very soon. And yeah, I think that's it for my daily updates. See you tomorrow.
Quite crazy actually. I mean, just watching the news in the background, there's a lot going on. GBP's down to the lowest in 1985. Oil prices are down. Schools are going to shut in Scotland and Wales on Friday, the year I was born, and it's my birthday in 3 days. You know, that's crazy. There's a very strange atmosphere and very weird aura in the air at the moment. I must say, it's been very eye-opening. We'll be in touch and let you know how things are going, but from Northreach perspective, we are very much in full flow.
Working from home, quite an adjustment for me. Not really done it before, so it's quite interesting to see, you know, what it's all about, what it's really like. I mean, recruitment, we're quite lucky we can do our job from anywhere, pretty much. You know, as long as you've got a phone, you know, you can do a video. Doesn't really matter where you are, it's quite easy to do. Quite strange for me is clients that aren't being as affected as much, asking how we're being affected as business. You know, what are people saying to you? Is your line of work going to be at risk? You know, because obviously interviews might not happen, and you know, people have put recruitment on hold and putting freezes in. So yeah, it's early days. You know, try and take the positives. One thing this will do is it will make, you know, video interviews and just video interaction more normal. But yeah, other than that, I'm enjoying it. I've got my setup that, you know, I'm organised. That's the main thing for me, just being organised. Just write everything I need to down. You know, put a whiteboard on the wall so I know I can just jot out thoughts in my head. We'll see in the next day. I'll speak to you soon.
I find it quite hard to work from home. It's more the fact that I like things going on around me. The biggest thing that hit me is the silence. When you're typing out, like, for example, we making notes after a call, it's the silence. That. You feel quite isolated. There are benefits for lunch. You don't have to spend money. You don't have to commute to work. You don't sit in traffic. As a business, we're still communicating with each other. We have video calls. We still know what each other are doing. We still have our jobs. More people are available to speak. People are more willing to speak. People are happier to speak for longer because they're probably feeling quite similar. And it's more just go about your day and try and keep to a rhythm, getting up at the same time, having lunch around the same sort of time, spending that same sort of rhythm, getting away from your desk, getting a drink as you would at work, because otherwise you are going to fall into a thing where does work and life actually stop? Like where do you stop? Because it is literally, your office is just next door to where you're working and where you're sleeping. It is unsettling times, but I think as a country we pull through things, we're fine, and at the end of the day people have gone through worse than just having to work at home. I think we'll be absolutely fine.
My partner in crime, my wife, is also working from home. One thing I am really missing, particularly day to day, is my big widescreen monitor that we've got in the office. You don't realise how much you need it until you're without it, just using a little laptop screen. Most importantly, 1:30, what's on the menu for lunch? What's on the menu for lunch? What do you normally have when you're working from home?
Sandwich. Easy.
What do you like in your sandwich?
Salmon.
Salmon? Just salmon?
Yep.
Right, looks like it's salmon sandwiches for us this afternoon. I'll be sure to check in next time.
So this is our first week in isolation. It's definitely been a challenge, that's for sure. So we shut down the actual office last Tuesday, but the actual lockdown only really came into effect this week. It's been fun. It's been definitely challenging, and I think this week specifically has been very up and down. After the actual announcement on Monday to go into a full lockdown, where you can only leave your house for certain things, it really took an effect on the business straight away. So most of our clients just cancelled their interviews, and they all said the same thing, that we're just kind of in this limbo moment, and that took a real hard effect on me personally. But I think the team felt that on Tuesday more than anything, because we had some really good stuff that looked like it was going to go through, and we thought, the last couple of deals over the line, we'll keep the lights on for a bit longer. But you know what, after Tuesday kind of come and went, and Wednesday kind of come and went, and we just decided that all we can do is what we can do from home, right? There's still a lot of positivity out there. I know people are very kind of afraid of the coronavirus and very conscious to keep safe, and everyone should do that, obviously. But businesses don't stop, right? We have the luxury of working from home, we have the privilege of being able to do that, and everyone's got their own challenges. The only things that people I've seen online have gone, I've been working from home for years, it's not a big deal. This happens, she was in nursery for a couple of days a week. My wife has her own business as well. We're both in full-time employment, and now we're in a situation where we're trying to run two businesses from home with no child support. Now, if anyone's got any kind of ideas on how we can do that better, really weigh in, because it would be fantastic. But my weekly roundup this week is that everyone in the team is in good spirits. They've been challenged and they've been pushed, but we're using it as a great opportunity to upskill the team. Doing a lot more training. We're trying to take a look inwards of what we've been doing well and what we can do more of in the future for that. But more importantly, we've been looking at things that we haven't been doing so well, putting training programs in place, coming together and actually figuring out what we can do to progress Northreach as a business, but us as individuals as well. My brother Ben, he has been threatening to learn Spanish for as long as I can remember, but he's actually starting to do it, which I think is incredible. I've managed to actually get back into some sort of fitness, which I let go for a very long time. Had every excuse under the sun not to do it, but now I seem to lack those excuses, so I'm actually going on a run every day, and I'm doing like 5k, did a 6k run yesterday, and that's the longest I've ever run in my life. So I think after the first week, I'm already seeing that I'm really prioritising the things that are important, I think is what I'm trying to say. That's what we're trying to do in the business, and that's what the guys are trying to do. I think everyone's keeping a really positive mind. Ivana and I are working on a great project at the moment we've been talking about for a good few months, and we're going to release that in hopefully later on this year, depending on what happens. But it's really going to add a new bow to our string, and I think that's important. We've got to keep growing, and this is a great time to do it. Take some self-reflection, get fitter, spend the time with the family. I've got to know this little one, there she is. She's 1.5 years now, and I see her at the weekends, and I see her in the evenings before she goes to bed, but I've managed to spend so much time with her. We've spent some great time, haven't we? So week 1 over, 2 more weeks to go for the initial period. I think it's going to be extended, but we'll see. And we're just taking it every day as we come. Stay safe, everyone. If you've got any kind of ideas or comments or things that we can do whilst we're in lockdown, especially with other commitments outside of work, or sharing what you're doing in terms of your hobbies, let us know. It'd be great to hear about it. So we're going to do a weekly roundup like this every week, just to let you know what we're doing as a business, but more importantly what we're doing as individuals during this lockdown period. So if you've got any suggestions or comments, let us know. Thank you.